Hello, everybody. This is Tara Woodruff with the Victory Tribe, and I'm super excited tonight. First of all, I want to welcome you to tonight's Victory Tribe Hangout. We've got a really special guest and some really great training set up for you to help you improve your business. First things first, though, make sure you have your water, make sure you're comfortable, make sure you have a pen and a piece of paper, because what our dear Victory Tribe member, Michelle Grisby, is going to be sharing with us tonight, you're not going to want to miss any of it. You're going to want to keep good track of it, even though you'll get a replay, because we want you to be able to take this information and begin to implement it in your business tonight. So absorb as much as you can. Turn the cell phone off, which I'm going to do right now, right in front of you all, so you see me. I'm going to take the sound all the way down and flip it all the way around. And pay attention, because this is going to be a really great thing. Every Thursday night, we do these hangouts, okay? During the holidays, we take a little bit of break and let you spend time with your family, because we know that you have a lot of different, meetings that you go to and whatnot. But we come every Thursday night. We bring it. We bring it to you because we want to show you how powerful our community is and how powerful our tribe is. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to our dear, lovely Michelle Grisby. And where are you hailing in from? Are you from Ontario?
No, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I'm right.
Why do I think Ontario in my mind? Kansas City is like one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Is it?
I've been there. That's the best I've ever been.
Yeah. We have the home of barbecue.
Yes.
Definitely. The blues, blues and barbecue. Kansas City blues and the barbecue.
It's fantastic. I love it. Well, good thing, because I think that's better to be from Kansas City. I've never been to Ontario, so I don't know. All I know, it's cold.
Yeah, I've only been there, like passing through, actually, so.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and go ahead and get started. We're going to be talking about engagement on Facebook.
Thank you so much, Tara. I am just so grateful that Lisa asked me to do this hangout today, this training, because first of all, I think Lisa Torres is an amazing leader inside of My Lead System Pro. And in case you didn't know what My Lead System Pro is it's basically, like it says in the name, it's a system, right? It's a system that teaches you how to attract prospects to you, and then it gives you the tools you need to capture those prospects in the form of a lead, right? So why is that something that you want to have? Well, first of all, many of us don't know the first thing about marketing. And secondly, it takes 7 to 10 exposures before someone's going to decide to buy from you or join your business. So how do we do that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some tips that has been extremely effective for me. This particular strategy I'm going to talk about, I've been doing for about 3 years now, and it's very effective. And just to give you a little bit of history or background about me, about almost 6 years ago, I actually turned to the internet to learn how to do online marketing, and I was completely overwhelmed. I didn't know anything about anything. And so what I did was I just went into learning mode, and I learned how to create websites. And I learned how to do, create capture pages. If you don't know what a capture page is, you will. But, I learned the science behind what it takes to capture leads, but it took me a while to do that. And I learned the hard way. I failed forward several times, and I don't know any leader out there that can tell you that they just got it and they had success right off the get-go. But what I've been doing, though, is what I'm doing is I'm utilizing my sales background. I have over 20 years of sales experience, and I absolutely love marketing. And so I really resonate with social media. And you guys, we all know that Facebook is the Mac Daddy of Macs. Would you agree, Tara? Facebook is definitely the Mac Daddy of Macs. And now there's over like 1.5 billion users on Facebook. So, what we recommend, inside of MLSP in the trainings is we say, take one thing, master it before you move on to something else. Wait, utilize that, get 5 to 10 leads a day, utilizing that, and then move to something else. Well, what I love about what Lisa does and the trainers inside of our tribe is, you know, we've got some amazing leaders. What I love about Lisa is she's one of the top leaders with MLSP. She's attracted some leaders inside our tribe or inside our group. And so what we're doing is we're just turning around sharing with you things that are working for us, things that are giving us success. And, you know, utilizing these strategies I'm going to share with you guys, utilizing Facebook and these strategies I'm using, it has enabled me to bring in about 30 people into my network marketing company in less than 6 months. And I know for some people, they've done more than that, but for me, that team has grown to over 3,500 reps. And so now what I'm doing is I'm doing what I'm really passionate about, is sharing what I'm doing to give me this success. Because when you guys go look at other people on Facebook, those of us that have some experience, Tara and Lisa and I, when we go kind of look at some of these people's walls on Facebook, you know, you just shake your head because you feel bad because you know they're not having success. And I'm going to go over with you guys some of these tips that I want to share with you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'll probably jump back and forth like to my my Facebook wall just to show you an example, but let me make sure I'm on the right page before I share my screen. And then Tara, if you just want to let me know if you can see my screen.
I will indeed.
All right. Can you see my screen? That might be a little bit too big, actually. All right. Yeah. Okay, now for me, you guys, okay, I'll get to that in a second on who exactly I'm targeting. But, you know, Facebook engagement, when I put this out there, this very image that you see right now, this not getting engagement on Facebook, I posted that on my Facebook fan page and I just boosted it for $5. I got so much engagement on that. So many people reaching out to me, asking me, how can they get more engagement? How can they get more engagement? And I targeted my target prospects. So these are targeted prospects that were reaching out to me. So I know that there's a lot of people that are definitely wanting to learn how to get more engagement on Facebook, because it's really important. I'm going to explain to you, you know, a lot of people want engagement, right? It's not easy to get, okay? And a lot of people can relate to this. You put up a post, all you get is not a zilch crickets, right? And it can be downright frustrating. And you know, what I want to do is I want to show you why you're struggling to get engagement on your Facebook posts, and I'm going to show you how to fix that, okay? And you guys, there's definitely a science to this, but the first thing that you need to know is, really quickly, I want to share with you how things work on Facebook, okay? So you can better understand what is actually killing your engagement. And some of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you are some of the things that Lisa has shared already in some of her trainings. So, but I'm going to get down to very basic, and then I think that some of you that are seasoned are going to have some aha moments as well. I think that this is just something that everybody needs to know about, and I'm so excited to be sharing this because I think a lot of people just don't, when I share this with them, it's so basic, but so, it's just so aha. I don't know what the word is to describe that, but the first thing I want to share with you guys is, number one, I want you to understand 2 points. Number one, Facebook has a policy against posting about your prospects or your business opportunity on your personal profile, okay? Now, there's a gal that left me a comment. She asked me if she, you know, she pitched me her business, basically. So I went to her wall. Everything was about her business. She had 0 engagement on it. And so I want to explain this to you guys, what you can do about that. That's what your fan page is for, okay? So a lot of people will grumble about this, but it's important to understand Facebook is responsible for your user experience, okay? So what I want you to understand is Facebook wants you to have a good user experience, so they want to people keep coming back on Facebook. And as online marketers, we do too. We want people to want to come back to Facebook. So Facebook is not out to get us, guys. They're actually doing us a favor. They're putting the parameters in place to keep our Facebook friends logging in daily, and we want that as marketers. So have you ever wondered, though, why posts get virtually no engagement? Well, what I'm going to explain to you might be a little bit of an eye-opener, and that is your posts are not shown to all of your friends as soon as you post. Now, a lot of people understand this, but I want to explain this to you further. So, for example, if you wake up and you make your first post at 6 a.m. and you think everyone on your friends list sees it, you're wrong. All right, Tara, did you think that you were gonna, if you posted something on Facebook, every single one of your friends are gonna see it?
I know they don't.
Exactly. Well, the way that Facebook works now is that what they do is they show a post of yours to a small portion of your friends list. And if you get engagement on that, then what will happen is Facebook will then show it to more of your friends. So have you ever noticed when you're going down your timeline, or you're going down the timeline and you notice posts that are like a couple days old and it's the first time you saw it? Okay, well, this is the deal. Yeah, if you continue to get engagement, more friends will see it, and so on and so on. And if you're wondering what engagement is just simply three things: likes, comments, and shares, okay? So your goal is to get your post to be shown to more people and to stay longer in the feed, and I'm going to share with you the strategies on how to do that, okay? So what I want to explain to you, though, is what you may be doing in your post that's sabotaging your engagement, okay? This is really important because we see this all the time as marketers, okay? Now, I'm going to restate: posting content that's specific to your products or your business opportunity should be posted on your fan page, not your profile. And I'm going to explain to you how to work around that, how to actually do business posts on your personal profile, okay? But why is that? Because Facebook has a policy against it, which leaves you at risk for anyone if somebody or multiple people can easily click the "I don't like this post" button and they can mark you as spam. That is a one-way ticket to Facebook jail, okay? And that's a bad place to be. You don't want to be in Facebook jail. So what it's smarter to do is post business content on your fan page and, you know, share it to your profile periodically. But even then, you're not going to get as much engagement. I'm going to go over that in a second, okay? But I know you may be thinking, I know people see my posts even if they don't engage with them. But now you know that's not necessarily the case. That's only a small portion of people that are actually seeing your posts. And unless you're doing something to spark up the engagement, then it's going to kill your post, okay? So number one, and I love this when I heard Lisa describe this, is, let me go to my next little image here. What you want to do is you want to, number one, do not, this is something that is going to kill your post, is give away the farm, okay? Now I'm going to explain to you what that means. Don't give away the farm. What that means, guys, is giving away all the details in the post. Have you ever seen a post where somebody just gave all this information about a product or your business? Okay, leaving your friends no reason to actually engage with your post or to contact you. What's a better approach? What do you think is a better approach? How about creating curiosity? And by that, I don't mean posting elusive and confusing content, because those kind of posts can turn people off and they can see right through it, okay? So, you know, definitely don't mislead people. Don't make false promises, because it serves no one in the end. You'll just open yourself up for potential problems. It gives people a bad taste in their mouth. For example, instead of saying, "Hey guys, I just joined this business opportunity. It's the best thing on the planet. And it's only $500 to join." All right. Or here's another way you can kill the post, you guys, by giving away the farm. You see a great post and then you kill it by putting the information in the first comment. Okay. So what you're doing is you do that thinking that people will see a comment and click to read it. And yes, they may, but then you've killed the post because you gave away the farm in the comments. People are motivated to take action on things that are mysterious and make them curious. So it's your job to make your post just that, okay? Here's another killer, you guys. Here's another one. Telling them.
Michelle?
Yes.
How do I describe how to refresh the page? We have one of the people that are eager to be on this webinar, but they can't figure out how to refresh the page.
Just hit the F5 button, I guess.
There you go. That's better. F5. All right, bye.
That's my nerdiness. All right, so don't give away the farm. Number 2, telling people to PM you for more information. Have you guys ever seen posts where people say that? Okay. Don't tell people to private message you. Why? Because what's going to happen is if they do happen to be interested, guess what they're going to do? They're going to private message you, just like you told them. What's a better approach? What you want to do is instead tell them, comment below with interest, and then you reach out to them and private message them. Do you understand? Do you get the difference? You tell them, say yes in the comments below. In my private group, I get tons of engagement. I post a high value post, and then I say, if you guys want more of this, put engage in the comments, and I get a whole stream of engage, 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 because they want more, and I want to know, I want to get the feedback. Now that doesn't, people posting things in a private group doesn't do anything for your engagement on your personal profile, but you get the gist. You want people to leave a comment instead of just private message you, okay? So don't tell people to private message you for more information. And of course, the obvious one, right? Don't include a link in your post, okay? Oh my gosh, that is like the #1 way to get your account shut down too, because that is against Facebook's terms and conditions. There's people that can be talking about their business, pitching their business, you know, till they're blue in the face, and they might not get any engagement, but as soon as they start posting links, that's when you're gonna see people getting shut down, okay? So just don't do it, because what will interested people do on top of that? Not only will they, you know, not only will you not get engagement, those people are going to click the link to learn more about what, you know, that is if you get somebody that's interested. They're gonna click the link just like you're telling them to. So guess what's happening? Nobody is engaging on your posts, which means the rest of your friends aren't gonna see it, okay? So with no engagement, Facebook will deem your post as uninteresting and not continue to show it to any more of your friends, okay? So now you know, right? Now you know the 3 biggest engagement killers for your Facebook posts, okay? Don't give away the farm, don't tell people to private message you, and don't provide all the details, and don't include a link in your post, okay? All right, now what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna share with you some engagement tips. So Tara, did you get anything out of that?
Yes, I did indeed.
Good. Does anybody have any questions yet?
Not yet. Let me check though. There's a little bit of a lag, so let me just go over here and check.
If you guys are getting value, let us know too, because this is something that I think newbies need to hear for sure, and as well as people that have been on Facebook for a while. Okay.
I'm hoping that Ginny got everything together here. We don't have any questions yet, but I'm watching the chat, guys, so if you do, I'll just interrupt Michelle and get the answer for you. All right, let's keep going. Perfect.
All right. All right, so now I'm going to give you guys some actual engagement tips, okay? So the most important factor I want you guys to consider, though, before you try implementing any ideas I'm going to share here, I want you to think about your audience, okay? How do they know you? How does your audience know you? How do they know you? What does that mean? How do they know you? Well, basically, you guys, one of the most important things that you need to do is you need to consider who is your target market, okay? Who is your target market? What do I mean by target market? Tara, do you know what target market means?
I sure do.
Absolutely. And do you market to your target market?
That's the only people I want to talk to.
Exactly, exactly. Everybody has a different target market, you guys. And today I posted in my private group, I just asked everybody, hey, what is your niche? What is your niche? A lot of them were very, very generic, right? Health and wellness, anti-aging, you know, gift baskets. But a lot of them were saying, you know, I asked them, do you know who your target market is? Do you know who your avatar is? And a lot of them don't know exactly who their avatar is. Guys, you have to have an actual visual vision in your mind who your target market is, who your actual avatar is. For me, I market to, you know, especially people that are involved with MLSP. We know that we target, a lot of people we target are people that are network marketers. Why? Because we know 95% of them are struggling. Okay. So even though my network marketing company is in the anti-aging niche, okay, my target market for me personally is women that are my age, that are in their 40s and 50s, that care about anti-aging, but are also network marketers. Does that make sense? Because what I'm doing, guys, is I'm providing value to those women that would be perfect for my anti-aging network marketing, but I'm also, now, that is a strategy I'm choosing to do because I know a thing or two about marketing. I know a thing or two about social media because I spent years learning it. But this is the deal, is you need to think about who your target market is. If you want to sell products, then you need to think about what value you can provide them that is going to make them literally eating out of your hands. Okay, so if you're in the anti-aging market niche and you want customers, you want to give anti-aging tips. Okay, right? What I target is I'm targeting women that, you know, are into anti-aging, but also are network marketers, because I know that most of them are struggling. Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to join my network marketing company, but guess what? I have another solution for them. Tara, do you know what that is?
I sure do.
And we'll get to that in a second. So you have to wait till the end to get to that. So, okay. So who is your target market? You need to know your audience. Okay. Now this is the deal, guys. What you need to think about is, how does your target market know you? Do they know who you are? This is the thing, guys. When you're going to be on Facebook and you're going to be putting yourself out there, you're going to have to consider the fact that you're going to have to peel back some layers and reveal some things about yourself, because we are in a network marketing niche. Okay, we network with people, we market, and let me tell you that when people are going to know, like, and trust you, they have to know you. And so in order for them to know, like, and trust you, you're going to have to share with them, in my opinion, 3 things. Okay, so this is my rule of thumb. I'm either going to be sharing them what my values are, what my interests are, and what my lifestyle is. Okay, so what I do, guys, every single one of my posts, if you look down my wall, you're either going to see me posting something that happened to me when I went to church, okay, because I go to church. You're going to see some of the things about my interests. I love to cycle, right? So you're going to see me posting stuff about that. And of course, my interest is social media, so I'll post things about that. But then my lifestyle is different than what a lot of people might think. Because in regards to lifestyle, when you think of lifestyle, a lot of people think that you have to show that you're a jet setter, that you're traveling all over the world. What about those of us that are newbies, that are brand new to this industry? How do you do lifestyle posts in that arena? Well, it's really simple. For those of you that are new, all you have to do is show little things like, if you're a stay-at-home mom, show that you're at home with your kids in the middle of the day. You know, show a snack that you're making for your kids when they get home from school. For me, I take care of my mom. I'm a full-time caregiver for my mom. She was my why. She was my driving force. And if you guys ever went to my wall and saw, every day I'm posting something about my mom, just about, simply because of the fact that I want everybody to know that that is my why. And I'm able to stay home and take care of her. And what you're doing is you are connecting with them on an emotional level. And I've got people that I've been friends with on Facebook, and I go look at their wall, and I'll be doggone if they're all posting just inspirational posts and that's it. I don't know anything about them. I don't know what their values are. I don't know what their interests are, and I don't know what their lifestyle is. I don't know anything about them. Tara, have you ever done that? Have you ever gone to someone's wall, and even though they're not pitching their business, they're also not really revealing a lot about themselves? They're just posting maybe just inspirational images and that's it?
Absolutely. I find it kind of strange. It's almost like a ghost when that happens. You know, I know that the inspirational posts, they're better than the spammy post. I know the inspirational posts are better than the complaining posts. But when it's nothing but, you know, one meme after another, it gets a little freaky. And I think what you're talking about here, it's such a beautiful thing. I love this. I was checking out your lifestyle posts today, and I was thinking to myself, gosh, what a beautiful thing, because you are being vulnerable. And I'm always telling people that the key to really getting engagement, to building your list, to building your business, is the ability to just go ahead and get vulnerable. And it really shines through and helps people relate with you, because they want to relate with you. They want to be part of something. They want a comrade, someone that they feel like that they're in it with them. And doing those three things really helps define that. And I think this also goes back real quick to, we have a question from Diane Purdy. She said, how do you find women in an age group that are network marketers? And she went on to say, the network marketing groups are for everyone, so how do you find them? And I think that what you just described about how you post those three different aspects of your life is how you find them. They kind of magnetize to you. Would you agree, Michelle?
Absolutely, absolutely. But in answer to that question, I do utilize my Facebook page for that, my fan page. I'll show
Yes.
you. Do you want me to show you real quick?
Yes, let's do it.
Social media tips. Okay, here's my private group. Here's my fan page. So here's my fan page.
With the coolest fan page picture ever.
Thank you.
I love that. So cool.
No, I use PicMonkey for that. All right. So, okay, this is a key, you guys. Now, I'm kind of going off course a little bit here, but always have, I always have a pinned post on your Facebook page, okay? So on mine goes to my private Facebook group. The reason why, now this is part of my strategy. I told my group I would reveal some of my strategy on how I'm doing this, okay? Because what I do is I pin here, because I'm using Twitter, I'm using Instagram right now, sending them either to my Facebook page or my private group right now. Inside my private group and on my fan page, I use capture pages, okay? So that's a pinned post, but you know, like something like this, what I'll do, guys, is I will take an image, an inspirational image. This is just an inspirational image. This is a tip I'm gonna give you. Always ask a question, okay? And then I boost it. I boost it. Now, this is what's so cool, guys, is when I boost it to women that are my age that love network marketing. See how simple that was?
Yeah.
So all
Beautiful.
of these women, okay, all of these women, you guys, these are all women, most of them are. And basically what I do is on your phone, when you're on your mobile phone, you can actually go see everybody that has liked this, and you can connect with them. You can friend request them, because you know they're network marketers. You know they're going to want to connect with you. Does that make sense, Tara?
Absolutely. That's gold right there.
And it was $5. Best $5 I ever spent, right?
Great ad spend as well. I'm noticing that. That's fantastic.
Here's another one I boosted for $5. Okay, these are going to women that are in my niche, right? But what I'm doing is I'm reaching out to women to help them with their marketing, because I know that 95% of them are struggling, right? So here's another one. I use an inspirational image. You make sure that the text is 20% or less of the image size. And you always want to ask a question, right? And I'm going to go over with you also, the shorter the text, the better. Studies have shown that the shorter text is, you get much better engagement, okay? So that was one. Okay, very rarely, you guys, do I share, but when I do, it's a value, okay? But I'm going to show you, like, sometimes I'll share something from my personal wall. I'll share it, okay? And there's my why, okay? My why, and there's my mom. It's pretty obvious. There's something to a capture page. Look at that. There's a capture page. I boosted that. I got so much engagement on that too. Got tons of engagement, tons of shares. So yeah, okay, here guys, here, Facebook engagement. Here's the one I told you about. Okay, look at this, you guys. I got so many, wait, Was it this one? Yeah, look at this, 39 more comments. These were all people that said engage. Look at that. Tara, do you see that where it says engage, engage, engage?
Absolutely, that's awesome.
And then check this out. Now on Facebook, on your fan page, you can message them. You can message them on Facebook now. So
I love that.
I know.
I've been using that a lot because I've been working on my engagement as well, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, so they want to engage. So I said, just message you inside the message. I just said, hey, just go, you know, I want to invite you to go to my Facebook page. So then they hop over to my Facebook or my group, my private group. They're in my group. This is what's so cool, you guys, is then I can cultivate a relationship with them. I can get to know them. And in addition to that, inside my group and also here, you know, I do utilize capture page systems. And because you obviously want to find as many ways as you possibly can to get yourself in front of them, because it takes 7 to 10 exposures before they decide to join with you. Now, I've known Lisa for 2 or 3 years before I decided to join with her, okay? But I kept seeing her in my face, right? So, okay, so that was a strategy, you guys, I do on my fan page, okay? But on my personal wall, yeah, I mean, that was really sweet what you said, Tara. But yeah, you guys have to like think about, you have to think about peeling back the layers. So here's my mom. It's not easy, but it sure is worth it. And I've already got, I mean, there's some, you guys, where I've got so much engagement. These are all prospects, basically, right? And I do inspirational posts every once in a while, at least once a day. I do an inspirational post, but I always ask a question. I hate when I go to someone's wall and they don't ask a question or they don't share a story as to why they posted that image. Okay, I want to know why somebody posted an image. Okay, so here's another one with my mama. And I thought to myself, how can I try to get more engagement? So I just said at the end, I love it when she tries to smile for the camera. Isn't she cute? I wanted something to get them to answer me. And I got, look at that, I got over 90 likes. I got a share and I got all these comments. These are people now that the more people comment, the more that I can, I know that's gonna be shown to more people. So inspirational, that one was pretty popular. So as you can see, look at that, I got 5 shares on that one. But what did I do? I asked a question. Do you see that? Is this not so true? So do you guys see where my business posts are? Oh, there's kind of a business post. This is another tip I'm going to give you guys. This is the next tip I want to give you. Create curiosity, okay? So I touched on this early. You want to get creative and find ways to get your audience to want to know more about something. Because remember, people want to be entertained and they want to be informed, okay? Did you have any questions, Tara?
Yes, we have a question here. Let me see. Next question that Diane had was, we have feedback. I don't know why.
It's on your end, actually. I think. Is your volume up too high?
Nope. It's not on this end. I have everything off. All the volume on everything is off. Okay, so the next question is how. Diane wants to know how to identify them. She's asking by phone. She has over 300 generic from a boost post, but has no idea how to connect. Could you show us how you do that, like with your cell phone? Like, what do you mean by you can go and find them through your cell phone?
Absolutely. Let me get my cell phone. Hold on. Let me find my cell phone. Where's my cell phone?
And I think, Diane, too, like the way Michelle's saying, you know, to ask the question and get them to respond in the messages on your fan page, you absolutely should be able to message them immediately and invite them over to your private group. Just like I would, you know, I really like how Michelle kind of runs a social funnel like this. It's fantastic. And then you're going to be able to get to know them in there. And even, you know, friend requests them and connect with them and all that fun stuff. But Michelle's got a nice little trick she's going to teach us with the cell phone. So that's really cool.
All right. Hold on.
Here she comes.
I have to make sure it's being charged. I have 20. right. Yeah, that's a really good question. I was so excited when I learned that you can actually, you can message people though, you know, from your fan page on your PC. But if you want to do it on your computer, I mean on your phone, hold on just a second. Sorry.
It's okay.
So, okay, well, as I'm doing that, I'm going to just about creating curiosity, you know, some examples would be, wow, okay, I'm going to give you some examples of a post that could create curiosity that's business related. So like something like, wow, I just got XYZ result. Who wants to know how I did it? Comment below, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, I just got off this amazing webinar with Michelle and Tara where I learned how to crack the Facebook code. Who wants in?
Perfect. I love that. That's awesome. Crack the code.
And also, you know, create mystery with your own results if you have them. You know, I do that a lot with my anti-aging is, hold on just a second. I want to see if I can figure this out here. Hold on. If you don't mind, I'm going to take out screen share for a second because I need to connect to software to show my phone, if that's okay.
That's fine. Hi.
I'll put on you for a second. So Tara, what are some examples of some posts though that you've seen that you would recommend people not do?
Oh, having this kind of this might upset people. This might upset people, and I do it occasionally. However, I never, ever, ever give a replicated website ever.
Yes.
Ever. But some people will literally put a link with every single post, even if it's not related to the link. Facebook really wants the link to be related to that post.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of blogging. And if I want to promote something or want to get some interest about maybe something I'm selling or offering or whatever it is, I want to write a blog about it and I want to share the blog. This way there's no confusion about anything, and it really helps a lot. So one thing I see an awful lot is memes with shortened URLs that go to a capture page about making money online now.
Oh, that's, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People, you know, sure, that might get somebody interested at first, but is it going to work all the time? And I see people do it all the time, like every post, every single one. Join my newsletter, join my newsletter. Why? Why join your newsletter if all you're saying is, check out this meme I found on Google. Now you should join my newsletter. Give them value, give them a reason. And the way that Michelle's describing it, I really love this. I'm just like, yes, you're bringing them into a group in a nice, you know, cozy environment. Everyone's all together. And then they can start opting in to see your offers or your newsletter or whatever it is. Really good idea. Love that.
Thanks. All right, I should be sharing my screen. Let's see if you can. All right, can you see my phone?
Check that out. I'm going to need to know this app.
You know what? I'll post that inside our team group.
Excellent, excellent.
I will post it inside our team group. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go to Facebook. And let's see, can I make that bigger? Oh, cool. All right, let me go to my fan page. Only because she asked me this, so I am going to, oops, I changed my name from Online with Michelle to Social Media Tips because I am being more specific with what I'm sharing to my audience. Social Media Tips. Okay, so this is what it looks like from my phone. I'm going to scroll down. So I'm using my finger. So you guys are looking at my phone right now. And okay, here's an example. Somebody that gave me 75 likes. Do you see that? You see that, Tara?
Yes, we do.
Awesome. So I'm going to click the likes. I'm going to see who gave me those likes. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to click right here to see who gave me those likes. And look at this, you guys. Look at all the people that gave me those likes. So then what I could do is I could then, let's say, look at this, guys. Look, most of these are women that are in my age group, right? That are network marketers. At least most of them are. So let me click on one. I think I've already done some. So let me click on this one, Maya. So what I do is I kind of look at their profile to see if there's, if that's somebody that, because guys, remember, you also look at people's same values and interests. The law of attraction is you're going to obviously get along with people that have the same values, the same interests. Now, I'm not going to make a judgment call just off of, obviously you can tell whenever you look at someone's profile kind of what their lifestyle is like. Look at that. I'm looking at this. She got 98 likes for her profile picture. And I also do want to look to see, now, if you're not friends with them, their settings might be set up to where, you might not be able to see all their posts. But I do want to see if somebody's posting just their business. They might be a great prospect, So this lady has 101 friends. But do you see how I'm able to go in and look?
Yep, it's awesome.
So here's this one. And so, she's got 1,000 friends. So I'm able to see that. I'm able to see what she's done like lately. Okay, guys, now here, check this out. I want to share with you something that I recommend you do not do. I see this all the time, even people on my team. Do you see where she shared this photo right here? She shared it.
Uh-huh.
And then you can see she shared this, and then she shared this. And it looks like, even if you look at the time, this was shared at 9:59 a.m. Then this was shared at 10 a.m. And then this was shared at 10:45 a.m. Okay, number one, when you share other people's content, everything is linked to the person whose content you shared. Facebook, but this is something else though, is that every single time you post something to your wall, it's going to dilute your posts. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you want to be very careful. Now, my rule of thumb is 2 to 5 posts a day. The magic number is about 2 to 3. I know that some people post a lot more than that, but if you guys look and see how much engagement I'm getting on my posts, there's a strategy behind that. I'm doing something early in the morning, in the afternoon, later at night for sure. Now today I did a couple other posts because of the hangout that we're doing tonight. But usually I usually do 3, and early in the morning, mid-afternoon, late at night, and I use those strategies that I mentioned. So, but yeah, that's basically how you look at who liked your stuff. So yeah, did you guys get value out of that?
Loving it. This is a great hangout.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so I talked about creating curiosity. Let's see, let me go back to my little. All right, so I talked about creating curiosity. I gave you some examples of some things to say, right? And I want you guys to remember though, if you don't have results yet, that's okay. So, any result you have, hey guys, I just generated my first lead with this strategy I just learned. Who wants to learn the goods? All right. If you don't have results yet, that's okay. Leverage what you're learning in the meantime. So you get the idea. Also, make sure you always, always, always have a call to action. Always, always have a call to action. If you want engagement, ask for it. Okay? So even if you don't ask, you guys won't get it. So include a call to action in your post where it's appropriate, but don't kill your audience with call to actions on every post, okay? So basically ask them to like if you agree, comment below with your response, share this to spread the word, but you saw how I do it. I just ask a question. And usually it's just a question for them to say yes. That's just that there's strategy behind all that, okay? Now I know that many of you have said that you feel scared for asking for engagement for fear that you won't get anybody liking it or engaging and looks stupid, guess what, guys? There's a button called edit. You can always change it. I have on several occasions gone back and changed my statement to, because I noticed I wasn't getting much engagement on it. I'll change it, and it will change. It will actually help improve my engagement. But you might want to wait at least 10 to 15 minutes before you do that, because Facebook will know that you went in and edited your description, okay? But, you know, I won't lie, asking for engagement is not a guarantee that you're going to get it. And that in itself gives you good information about what does not work with your audience, so you can try something different or move closer to something what does do it for them, okay? So if you can't get there, you can't get there, you guys, if you don't try to get over your fear of looking dumb, okay? Because you're the only one that's thinking that, and if someone else is, so what? That's not about you, okay? So another thing, guys, include your audience. As you saw me illustrate, people love to give their opinion on things. So, you know, if you're deciding on new graphics for your business, choosing a new logo, or deciding on holding a contest, ask them for their opinion. People love to give you their opinion. And every once in a while, I do just a text post, right? So I don't know. Here, look at this. You know who I got this idea from? Tara. I got that from Aaron at MLSB. But here, wait, I did just a text only post. I rarely do text only posts. But look at this, guys. This is a text only post. And I said, who else is happy and grateful they don't have to drive in rush hour traffic? Obviously, I'm piquing people's curiosity, right? I'm implying that I don't have to drive in rush hour traffic. Look at the engagement I got on that. Isn't that awesome?
It's fantastic.
Another big one, guys, like I said, always ask a question. I think I'm getting feedback because of your volume. Not your volume, but because, you know, when you're not muted.
I'm mute.
There we go. It's gone. Okay, great. Another big thing is using images. Guys, images. Oh my gosh, images are huge. Okay, use images. Use images. Images, guys, are used to convey words. People love inspiration, yes, and you do need to determine what inspires your audience, you know, specifically. But instead of like typing out a quote or an inspirational message, put it on an image. We see those a lot, but they're powerful. They work. All you need to do, guys, take just a few seconds and you go to canva.com from your computer, or if you're on your phone, go to InstaQuotes. There's apps that you can put text over an image, and your post will stand out in the feed, prompting more people to actually read it and interact with it. If you guys have a status update, throw it onto an image, okay? So I could have just typed one in as a status, but instead I threw words onto an image to capture their attention. So not only do photo posts get more engagement than links, videos, or text-only updates, they actually account for 93% of the most engaging posts on Facebook. So photo posts get an average of 53% more likes, 104% more comments, that means more than double, and 84% more click-throughs on links than just regular text posts, okay? So you definitely want to use photos in your post, but not just any photo, okay? Not just any photo. You want to make sure that your image size is optimal. So what you want to do is you want to use an image that's not too small, and you don't want to use an image that doesn't have the right dimensions, because if it's too small, it will stretch it out, especially on your cell phone or your mobile device, and it will look fuzzy. And if you're on your PC, if it's too small, it'll look tiny. So you want to make sure that you optimize the image size. So the best image size, you guys, is 940 by 788. And all you can do is just go to picmonkey.com and resize an image if you need to. Okay? So that's like step one to getting better engagement on a photo image, is just make sure it's a good size. Okay?
Can I give a tip real quick on that one?
Yeah.
Make sure after you go to PicMonkey and resize it that you save it as a PNG, because Facebook always compresses your image, and when it's a PNG, it doesn't lose any quality ever. So
nice.
Yes, that's when you'll see the difference on Canva, when there's that option to either JPG or PNG. Always PNG.
Okay,
Always.
so when you go into PicMonkey, you just go to edit, and here's a picture of my mom before and after. And if I save it, right? If I hit save, you save it
See
right
what's
over
this
here.
JPG? Drop down this menu.
What's that?
Drop down
Oh,
the JPG menu. See
yeah,
it's a drop down.
right there. And then
There you
also,
go.
you know what? I think it automatically saved it 294. Let's see. If I go back to JPEG and I hit that, it's still only, it's a bigger size. It's 140. See this right here?
Yep.
But if I go to .png, look at that. It is a bigger file because it's a better quality. That's an awesome tip. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Also, really important, you guys. We're almost done. The shorter the posts, the better. Okay. What I mean by that, shorter the post between 200, shorter posts between 200, 0 to 250 characters, believe it or not, get 60% more shares. I think I have an image for that. There it is, right there. If you look here, 0 to 70 images or characters gets more engagement. Did you know that, Tara? So, you know,
Yes, I did.
you can get more engagement if you slash the word count to 80 characters or less, or 70 actually. So obviously shorter is better. So do you think you can do this? Because if you really think about it, you know, let's say for instance, and guys, I'm telling you, I'm sorry if you guys are doing this, but people that post an inspirational image and they have a whole bunch of stuff in the description, no, don't do that. What I would recommend is if you're going to have a longer than average post, which you've seen me do, right, on my wall, just have it be a picture. Don't have it be text on a picture and then also have a huge description. Because what your mind is doing is your mind is in a different mode of absorption. It's in a photo absorption mode. It's absorbing the image along with a quote. But if you throw a corkscrew in it and include a story or a long thought, what you're doing is you're forcing your readers to switch that mode of thought, and that's really tough to do. Okay, so if you're doing anything with writing on the on the image, do not, the shorter the better. Okay, just FYI. Also, really quick, this is a huge one, you guys. Tara, have you ever seen anybody do a long post and it was just nothing but gobbledygook on top of each other, no white space?
Yes. Yes. No
That's
good.
huge.
That's not how people read on the internet for sure.
That's huge. Okay, let me give you a tip here, guys. Okay, if you actually look here, okay, this is another big one, guys. Make sure that your very first line is catchy, okay? If your first line isn't catchy, actually all caps is even better if you do something to kind of capture their attention. But you want to make sure that the very first sentence is going to capture them so that you'll lure them to read more, okay? But look what I did, guys. What I did is I hit double space a couple times, then I hit a period. If you look really closely, you'll see that little period there, little period. If you look, people are impatient. People are skimming. And every once in a while, if I decide to do a longer post, which I'm doing here because I'm telling my story, you always need to be telling your story. You want to include a lot of white space. So all you do is you hit enter, enter, and then a period, and then hit enter again and start typing another one. And if you look here, I rarely have more than one sentence be a paragraph. Okay, so white space, white space, white space. And I already said, make sure that you have the very first sentence be as captivating as possible. So what I wrote, as many of you know, I've been a full-time caregiver for my sweet Southern mama for a full year now. And I probably should have capitalized maybe, you know, sweet mama or something, I don't know. But this actually is almost too long, okay? Yeah, so guys, I think that's basically it. So, oh, one more tip I want to give you. One more tip I want to give you. Make sure, you guys, that your that your posts are consistent with your brand. every single time you post something on Facebook, make sure, think of what your values, your interests, and your lifestyle is. Is what you're posting consistent with that? If you're going to do something that's totally off base, that people are not used to, it's going to throw them off, okay? You don't want to do that. So, you know, failing to align your post with your brand confuses your audience. And I think that you can definitely offer a variety, but make sure you don't go out of context. For instance, I don't know if you guys remember this major event that happened where this Luis Suarez, he was a forward soccer player for Uruguay's soccer team, and he bit the shoulder of a defender on Italy's team. Terry, do you remember that story at all? This soccer player bit this other soccer player's shoulder, and here's the picture. Now, how could you utilize that if you post something like that on your wall? I'm going to give you a couple examples on how other brands did that. For instance, okay, Trident gum utilizes image and definitely capitalize on it. They said, chew gum, not soccer players. Or Snickers, more satisfying than Italian. Do you see how they utilize this image to convey it along with their brand? So you want to think of every time that you post something on Facebook, even though it's your personal profile, make sure it's consistent with your brand. Does that make sense?
Yes, indeed it does. That's fantastic. Love it.
You notice how I'm always asking you questions? That's a habit.
Yeah. That's good though. That's good.
Yeah, it's a habit. It's a habit. Yeah, so I hope you guys got a lot of value out of that. I'm just passionate about. I'm passionate about the science of psychology, the psychology of what makes people tick, you know?
I love it. It's absolutely wonderful. I learned a whole bunch, and I'm no newbie. So what the awesomeness about this education that Michelle gave us tonight is that no matter what stage you are in your marketing career, you got a lot out of this. I'm revamping a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm super excited about that. I want to thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And guys, if you guys are wondering, like, where did I learn some of this stuff? Well, guess where I learned this? I learned this from MLSP, and I learned this from the Victory Tribe. We've got some amazing leaders inside our team that are on the leaderboards with MLSP because of the fact that they share with each other. We share each other all these strategies. And what's really cool is inside the Victory Tribe, Lisa actually has a training course for us in addition to what you get inside MLSP. So yeah, there's this amazing, so basically what you get, guys, is we teach you attraction marketing. We teach you just basically some of the stuff that I taught you, but way more. And in addition to that, what I love about it is they also give you the tools for you to succeed. So, you know, one of the things that we teach you is, like I said earlier, you need to make 7 to 10 exposures. How in the world do you get your face in front of people, right? Well, I just gave you some strategies, but that's not the only thing I do. I utilize other strategies, definitely email. I drip email. Everybody that's on my list will get emails from me where I'm providing them value. They're hopefully they are waiting to get another email from me, so I'm giving them more tips, right? But inside of that, now what's going to happen is when they decide to join, who do you think they're going to think of? You guys can do the same thing as well. So all the stuff that we're teaching you, you can turn around and do this. This is called ILT, which, by the way, Ray Higdon is a member of MLSP. That's where he started, right?
Right.
ILT, invest, learn, teach. Invest either monetarily or with your time. You learn it, and then what do? You turn around and you share it. I love the hangout that Lisa did. Was it last week or the week before where she interviewed somebody, and he started doing videos, and all he's doing is just sharing what he's learning. And he's getting a huge following doing that.
Yeah.
So,
that's one of the best. That's one of the best things. Well, if people aren't doing that, you know, making the investment, putting the time, whether it's sweat equity, financial equity, whatever it is, and making it happen. If they're not teaching other people how to do it, they're losing lots and lots of authority that they could have, because once you apply it, it's, it's all you,
Yeah.
it's powerful, powerful.
Yeah, and I believe that an expert is somebody that knows just a little bit more than you do.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all an expert is. So you guys are now experts, probably most of the other people that are in your niche or, that are trying to figure out how to make this work,
Absolutely. What you taught tonight will take anybody that's struggling in a direct sales company, network marketing company, especially a product-based thing where you're really focused on, you want to get people in front of your skin cream. You want to get people in front of your nutritional products. And setting yourself apart from all the people, all the noise. What Michelle taught you tonight will literally, and a lot of people will say, well, how do I promote my primary? Well, that's exactly how you do it. That's exactly how you do it, guys. What she taught is going to set you apart. You are not going to be the place where people are going to associate your brand with the noise across the board. That's what you could have charged $150 for this webinar tonight.
This is how I got people to join my network marketing company. Is people were following me, right? And whenever I did post something about my business, people were asking me about it. It's just awesome. Now, guys, this is something that doesn't happen overnight. People are first going to watch you. They're going to watch you, see what you're doing. And, just like the pyramids in Egypt, right? Those weren't built in a day, right? They were built one stone at a time, usually with the help of a team, right?
That's right.
But you have to be patient, and you have to, this strategy that we shared with you, the only thing that I paid for was, yes, I did boost an ad. I would boost a couple ads. And all I was doing was just utilizing, I wasn't trying to get people to my capture page. I was boosting an ad just to get engagement. So then I could connect with them. So, did I ever answer that question about how to message somebody though? Did she want to know that, or how to find them, people that liked my post? I think I did.
Yeah, you showed on the phone how to find them. I mean, from there, she could probably, you message them from there, right?
Yeah, if you're not friends with them, it could go to their other inbox. So usually you could send like a friend request, but you shouldn't send more than 10 a day. But that was a targeted prospect. So usually what I do is I will send 10 friend requests a day. And then I do go back in my personal profile and I do look at where I've sent my friend requests. And if they haven't accepted within a few days, I usually will cancel that because I don't want Facebook to see that I'm, requesting a lot of friends. But so when somebody accepts a friend request, it's somebody, I know that it's one of my targeted prospects. And then I invite them to my Facebook page or my group. It's being so non-spammy. And then inside my group, guess what? I have a blueprint I can give them that they have to opt in for. Woohoo!
Right on. And you have their full undivided attention, which is really powerful. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you can private message people inside your group. And I believe if they're in your group, then you can private message them and it won't go to their other inbox. I could be wrong, but I have found that people that were not my friends that are in my group, I can still have a conversation with them.
Yeah. They did change that on Facebook. It's now a message request. So, because I have it off. I'm one of those people that if we're not friends, please do not message me. I found myself tied up in conversations with people that were not my friends. And I'm like, wait a minute, why are we talking about this? We're not even friends.
So it doesn't go to your other inbox anymore?
No, when I go to open up my messages, it'll say message request, and it's more obvious than that other box was. Some people didn't even know it existed.
I didn't even know that.
When it came out, I went straight and I said that.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got messages.
So you can tell right there whether or not, you want to respond to it, and you can go and check them out and all that fun stuff and say, yeah, I want to connect with this person. You message them back like, hey, we should be friends,
Yeah.
And then go ahead, and this way you're not sending so many requests as, because like I won't even send a request. I do not friend request anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah, and I hesitate to do that because it's all about posture, right?
Yeah.
So you also want to, that is a good point, Tara. So, but
I mean, there are some people that you want to connect with, and you just, you reach out and you connect them, you do your thing. And like Michelle said, don't let it sit too long. You know, keep track of your requested friends. You know, keep it, you know, in your follow-up notebook, who you requested. This way, you know to go back the next day or in 3 days. If they haven't responded, shoot them another message. Say, you know, delete the friend request and then shoot the message saying, hey, you know, I requested you. I wasn't sure if you saw it. You know, come check me out. If you want to be friends with me, I'd love to connect. If you want to be friends with me, I'll accept your request immediately.
Yeah, sending a friend request should actually be your last resort.
Yeah.
What's really cool is now on your Facebook fan page, people that, you know, love to comment, you can message them now.
Yeah. Facebook fan page messaging has gotten far better. Yeah. Far better. And that, I put up a post the other day and people were like, I want to know more. I want to know. I'm like, yes. And I'm like,
isn't that awesome?
Oh, yeah, all they have to do is shoot. They don't have to, there's no question about what I'm messaging them for. The post goes into the, you know, the message and shows them what you're talking about.
Yep.
And
it references the,
I love it. And I had a great lead day that day. It was all from that.
If you guys want to know how to create a Facebook fan page, we have a free PDF we can send you.
Yep, absolutely.
So get back with the person that sent you this. And, but if they're on the Hangout page, right? So is there a button that they can click?
Yes, on the Hangout page. Let me see if I can see myself over this way. I think it's that way. It's going to say ready to get results, 19-minute video.
I think you still have the face on. I think it's still on me. Like you want to, the main.
Oops, see, it's the other way.
I think I'm on the big screen.
I'm there now. I can see it. Well, nobody should be able to miss it. I know that one person will go over to YouTube to watch. Just get back in touch with who invited you. But if you click on this watch video, it's going to be connected to the person that invited you to this Hangout, okay? You're going to go ahead. You're going to meet our like king mentor. He's amazing. He's our business partner, and he has put this together since 2008. This has been rocking and rolling, producing the most prolific leaders in this industry, and doing it the right way. Doing it the right way, where you're going to build a business that you can depend on down the road, that you can depend on today, so you won't feel like you're just lost in the sharks. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check that out. Click that watch the video button now. Go over there. Meet our friend Brian. You're going to love him. He's got great blue eyes, and he's really young, and he's really smart, and he's fun, and he's going to show you the magic.
That's right.
I love it. So thank you guys so much for coming. Great webinar. I really appreciate you, Michelle, very much. And this will also, should be, I think Lisa keeps this right there on the Hangout until next week. So anybody that wants to share this with their team, go ahead and share it with your team. You know, with the very link that you're on right now, copy that, keep it, send it to your team, say, these girls are onto something, we should check it out.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.